Hello, how are you, Milan?
I'm fine. I
Great.
love the music, Wouter. It was
Oh,
like waiting was very entertaining.
it's good. It's always good to have a little bit of music in these breaks that we have. So it's great to have you with us.
Yeah, thank you very much. Really appreciate that I can present Propster and our innovation here.
Yeah, really cool. I think it's the first time that you're with us, or not?
Yes, that's true.
Cool. Well, thanks again for being with us. Do you have a presentation with you?
Sure, yeah, I have. I will share my screen in a couple of seconds.
Cool. So where are you from, actually, Milan?
I'm from Austria. I'm sitting near to Vienna currently. Yeah.
Nice, very nice. So we have people from all over the world today, so it's really nice to have also Austria on our stage. So if you would like to share your screen, then can give you the floor, and then I will be back after your presentation to ask you maybe some questions.
Awesome, let's do this.
Let me,
So you should see my screen right now.
yes, how to transform the real estate industry
Yeah,
through
exactly.
configuration and e-commerce. That's it.
Exactly. That's it. Sounds simple, but from our point of view, it's something really big.
Well, great. I will listen to you and have fun.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. So also welcome from my side. I'm really excited to be part of the current global PropTech presentation series right now. And I have the honor not only to present you Propster to give you a little bit insight, but also show you how configuration and e-commerce as a methodology is transforming the real estate industry. Um, Before I start, I would like to give you a little bit more insights about Propster. So as you already heard, our headquarters is in Austria, in Vienna, but we have also an office in Germany, in Stuttgart, and in London, in UK. We are currently servicing more than 100 clients in the DACH region, UK, and in the Baltics. And as the title already is saying it the right way, we are enabling the real estate industry with e-commerce and configuration. I will show you in a couple of seconds what it means. But before we start, I would also give you a little bit kind of a connection to the topic of innovation, because this is what it's all about currently right now. And the reason why we actually founded PROPSTER 5 years ago was because we saw that it's not enough anymore just to build. We have to change the real estate industry, and innovation is a key to transform it. And I would like to break down 4 segments we have to focus on, and where also we as PROPSTER are trying really to focus our product, where we do think that these 4 segments are really crucial to put the real estate industry to the next level. So the first thing is modular building. We do think that this is a key methodology for us to basically help the industry to reduce effort, to make sure that we are ready for the future. The second thing is, I guess for everybody very familiar currently, is ESG. The real estate industry has a really, really big carbon footprint, and we have to do something about it. The third part is BIM. It's actually nothing new, but still we have to get more into this and make sure that we step by step really produce our digital twins, collaborate through one platform, and have basically a digital twin of all of our buildings. And the last point is a customer-centered work. So we have to start really to put the customers, the buyers, also the tenants into the center of our thoughts and of our business models. So let's go right into the topic. My presentation title is how to transform the real estate industry through configuration e-commerce. And it sounds quite simple. And I would like to start with a short quote, which says really, really a lot. And why we do think that these methodologies are really a game changer. we were talking to some experts from the automotive industry and trying to compare the real estate industry and the automotive industry. And one of the CEOs told me that we really have to do something about how we build, how we plan, how we execute property developments, because if we would build a Volkswagen Golf, like we build property, the car would cost us about 200,000 euros to produce. And I think this says a lot, and it's really, in one sentence, the whole issue what we have is very well explained. And now we tried from the beginning to enable the industry really to use these methodologies, and we always also try to explain how simple it could be by sharing some examples, which all of you guys already have maybe seen or even checked out yourself. Everybody knows a car configurator. It's already common sense. If you are looking for a new car, you configure your car online. And everything what is behind it's also very much connected to e-commerce and the methodology, e-commerce and the configuration methodology. The second part is also something where everybody's familiar with, is kitchen configurators. I guess everybody of you guys have already been to IKEA. They're very famous for their kitchen configurators. And so you know that it's possible, it's easy, it's accessible. And it's also not so easy to really configure the right kitchen, but in the end, it works really well. And maybe you don't know it, but configuration is already available for yachts, for example. So individualization is taking place also in the luxury segment, where producers and manufacturers of yachts are using configurators to attract potential buyers and also to streamline the entire buying process and also the execution process. Even planes are configured online, and are also e-commerce is used to basically configure whole planes, which are complex, actually quite complex technology behind it. So we asked ourselves why it's not why we are not able to configure apartments, houses, offices, whole projects. This was the idea, because we thought that this is actually, if we could be more like automotive industry, we could definitely reduce costs. We could be more customer-centered. So we started to build PROPSTER and to build a platform where you can configure houses, apartments, offices, whole projects. And the best way how to showcase you this whole thing is to guide you through through our product. So that's why I'm going to show you how the whole thing with PROPSTER works. Because configuration shouldn't start only in the sales process and end in the sales process, like it's sometimes currently with some visualizations you have. It's already very common that potential buyers see the apartments which are available online in great CGI's visualization, where sometimes you can even configure, but it's never connected with the rest of the value chain, and that's a problem. And this is what we do, always using these two methodologies. So when you start a project with PROPSTER, and our clients are mainly property developers, general contractors, general planners, and they're using PROPSTER to start residential and commercial projects. So let's, I will guide you through the whole thing, how it looks like right now. Let's open up a sample project here. So the first thing what you do is you will let us know what you want to build. Let's say we are building a project, we will call it Living and Working in Vienna. It's in the Main Street 23, 1234, Vienna, Austria. This is important for us because we take geographical data to basically understand more the demographics, which is a key for us to understand which products and materials we should offer to the target group. The next thing is that our clients tell us how they want to use PROPSTER. So they can activate free features. They can use it for sales. They can use it for the project management, and then you can use it for basically handing over the property to the construction site. And then we have also some add-ons like first level customer support, APIs, very important. We have to connect with lots of other third-party services. You can also use our asset payment feature, flat finders, and so on and so on and so on. Then very important is we need to understand what you want to build. So let's say we are focusing on a refurbishment project. It's residential and commercial, as I already said, multi-story residential building, direct sales, and office renting. So then we want to know how big it is. Let's say the residential area is 15,000 square meters. We are selling 8,000 to 9,000 euros per square meter, and the commercial area is slightly smaller. And then we receive also some information about the project, so what kind of style it is. We receive some documents, like some first visualizations from the architect. And based on these data, our clients get, in the first step, a suitable product, material, and service suggestion, which they can use to configure already in the planning phase their project. We call it wish list. So this is, I open it up here already. So this client will get access to our, we call it, to our marketplace, which is basically a product, material, and service database where we store all our products and materials based on an algorithm. We enhance the data with demographic information and so on. So we are able to show our clients for this living and working in Vienna project the right products and materials. And in this case, the planner is using our suggestion to basically configure and plan the whole project. They have access to our database. They can store their own materials and own manufacturers. So they start to use also our platform really to gather all the information regarding the manufacturer's supplies and so on. And this is the key really to make sure that you somehow can start a modular way of planning and building. And let's say we are a general planner right now, and we are still in this planning process. And now we want to share these products and materials with the property developer or with the landlord. So what our clients do is they give access to our platform to the landlord or to the investor based on a pre-approved and suitable product and material list where they get the first suggestion from our side. And now the property developer in this case can configure based on this suitable product and material list. So they go through the planning phase with them. We are now in this office part of the project, and the planner is showing some potential products for the workspace, the communication area, the meeting area. They can select carpets, walls, glass partition, door handle, everything what's necessary. Then you can also give this property developer visualization, so they can imagine, they can basically visualize themselves more into the whole topic, because sometimes it's really hard just to identify the right products based on a small thumbnail. So that's why we also offer visualizations in this case. And the same thing they are doing also with the residential part. And then we have already the right products, the right materials. We have a faster process, a decision-making process between the planner and the owner. And now we are going to the next step, really to start the sales and renting process. And all these products and materials, everything what we have generated here, also all the documents we can use now and enable the buyers and the tenants to use our platform. So basically, I will show you how the whole thing works. You activate Propster and connect it with your sales, basically with your project website, with your company website. That's already common sense, right? If you're searching for property, you do this online. You go on listing platforms, you have project websites and so on, where you can read through the project itself and so on. And what is also very important is that we have basically here always the option to go through the right apartment and visualize the apartment. So in the first step, let me check the right apartment here. The potential buyers, of course, searching for the right apartment. Let's say we are interested in this 3rd floor. We are going into the apartment number 20, and usually here the whole process ends, right? So you can basically contact now the sales agent, or you can basically fill out the form, and that's it. So what we do is we already connect PROPSTER here in the in this specific segment, and now you can basically configure based on these material and products your apartment. So everything what we have pre-configured is now visible here in visualizations. The end consumer can configure the basically the living room, the bathroom, everything what is necessary. And also the whole communication and the whole documentation is managed and stored through our platform. And we are always using these two methodologies, as you have already seen it. Configuration and e-commerce is helping us to get fast decisions and also enable the execution companies then really to have a price and planning security. And this is, I think, a very good example how these two methodologies can work really well also in the real estate industry, and they are transforming the industry in modular building. We enable actually really with our platform to invest more into modular building. Regarding ESG, we are planning here to show also the products based on specific ESG topics. We will be able to see what kind of products and materials are more sustainable. And BIM is also a very important part because we want to interact with the digital twin. And I think what is already clear is that this is the way how you can really work customer-centered. And I think that this was also a very easy approach to change the real estate industry. Everybody knows, right, that we are changing the real estate industry is quite a big thing, and we have lots of things to do to basically change the whole value chain, and that's why we cannot do it like from 0 to 100. And for us, it's a good way how we can really step by step enable the industry with our platform, connect with the right third-party services, because we only digitize a certain part of the value chain, right? So we have to connect also with other third-party services, and then we are really able to transform the real estate industry to the next level, to be more sustainable, to decrease execution costs, to be more customer-centered. Yeah, I know it's hard especially for the property developers, for the property companies, which are confronted with lots of new things today. I think the last amount of PropTech startups I saw on the German PropTech map was 500. So I know it's a really hard time currently for the industry, but we have to do this. We have to change the real estate industry. And I think with those two methodologies, we have a really good first step to go ahead and really to make sure that we are reaching our goals in the next years. So I hope I could you had a good overview of what we are offering, how we are using also these two methodologies really to enable the industry. I'm really happy to connect with you guys. I just shared also my LinkedIn profile in the chat, but really also feel free to reach out through the website, email, or also LinkedIn. Happy to exchange on different topics. Happy to share more insights about Propster and how we actually see also the future of the real estate industry. So now I think we have a little bit time for some questions.
Yes. Well, thank you very much, Milan. So my question is to you. The technology is there, and we have a lot of PropTech companies there, like you mentioned. What do you think is needed at those big corporate real estate companies? What do you see is happening there?
I think, do you mean like regarding the transformation, what they
Yes.
actually need, what they are searching for right now, or what they have to do to really start the
Both.
transformation?
Yeah,
Both.
both.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's that's a really good question because it always depends who you are talking to. So sometimes I don't see really a digitization strategy. So
Okay, so
sometimes
that's
I have
one. They need a digital strategy.
exactly. And I think also that this is in the first step, the biggest thing. What you have to have a kind of strategy paper, and this is missing often. So in the end, it's coming to who is screaming louder for a solution, and then they start from different angles. Like we have companies who tell us, guys, hey, we are now digitizing our accounting, so please let's do step by step. And then others try to do as much as possible. So I think also that the good thing is that the industry finally understood that we have to do something. It's the right timing to embrace innovation and digitization. But the industry actually was doing too well the last years, and now they want to change within a very short time frame, and that's actually a big challenge.
Yeah, that's a big challenge. So, what do you like the most when those companies do have a strategy, or when they don't have a strategy, and you can help them from scratch? What is the most proper way for
Yeah.
you to start working with these companies?
Yeah, so for us, it's always easier if there is already a strategy. Why? Because we are a SaaS solution, so we are not change management consultants. Actually, this is how Propster was built. So Propster was bootstrapped out of one of my former companies, and I was doing change management consulting. So
Okay.
I know this world, and we need definitely more support also from external experts. I think this is already something what is happening more and more. For us, it's always good to have a strategy. With strategy, I mean to say, okay, we want to reduce costs in this particular area, for example, or we want to digitize the whole customer journey. This is something what is very important for us to understand, you know, where are actually now the biggest pain points for the companies, so we
Yeah.
can help.
Yeah, and then you can help the best. Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Because this is what we learned from the beginning. I mean, you have to bring value.
Yeah.
You have the real estate industry is looking for solutions which are working today and not in 5 or 10 years. They
Yeah.
are, unfortunately, this is true. So when we also started with the whole thing, what I just showed you today actually is not how we pitched, because this is too big. It's too much. When we started, it was always very in a niche, you know, like speed up the decision-making process in the sales process, or reduce effort during the communication in after sales, because this was easier to understand for the industry.
Yeah.
If I would show them what I do right now, like 5 years ago, what I did right now, it would be like, what are you talking about?
What are you talking about? Yeah,
Yeah,
then they don't understand, and then it's too much. Yeah. Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
So one more question that I have for you. 2023, how is that going to look like?
I'm personally an optimist, and I think, I mean, sounds familiar, I guess, like in every crisis, there is a chance. And I think we
Yes.
can see this right now that, and we have already kind of blueprint from our previous crisis. For COVID was a huge boost for digital tools like we are. And I expect that next year will be the same. For us as a startup, of course, the whole funding environment changed a little bit. So this is something where we have to maybe also change ourselves. But regarding the digitization rate, I see it will increase definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
And this is a good thing. So yeah.
Cool. So thank you very much, Milan, for your insights and for your keynote. We hope to see you back soon, and enjoy your day.
Yeah, you too. Thank you very much. Have a nice day and enjoy the rest of the global PropTech
Yeah.
presentations.
Thank you. We have one more speaker, and then I go fast to home to watch some soccer games.
Oh
Because
yeah,
the Netherlands
true.
are playing later today.
All right. So good luck.
Thank you very much, and bye for now.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.